Hi, welcome back to True Promising Podcast. I am your host, Alicia, and today I want to talk that losing a client can be the best thing for you to help you to have your first 10K per month. And this one can be crazy because I feel like people tell you that, oh, it's so easy to gain clients, but I feel like if you really want to scale, have the bigger number in your bank account, especially if you are an online coach, you need to talk about the retention of your client. That is very important. And if you are losing client, each time that you put so much energy to bring client into your world, you have a big problem. Of course, all not your client will stay, but if you feel like each time that when you attract clients, they don't stay with you and don't resonate for the same offer or the higher offer, it's because your message is not clear. And this one is your problem. You have a problem. If you are people coming to your world, you are signing client easy, but they don't stay, you have a message problem, and you don't create a space that this client can involve with you. You don't create specific space that people can stay and grow with you because they don't see your vision, and maybe you are doing so much basic stuff and you attract not the right client. So let's talk about this. Let's go in deeper. And if you hear some noise, it's because I am outside, you know the deal. I love to talk when I am working, but I think I will stay in the one place because there are some wind. I don't know if you hear that, but so the first thing is that people tell me, and one of my clients asked me, I don't understand why people don't stay around myself. I always put so much energy to find new client, but I really want to have a business how people can stay with me and buy the offer A, B, and C, because I want to see the transformation of my client and I want to grow with them. And in order to have that, you really need to understand that first of all, that people I can see with all of my clients is your message is not strong, is because you are not talking to the right client. Maybe you are talking for the people that you think is your right client, but is not, because they always complaining, they say it's too much work, or they want to save. So it means that in your communication you target these people, or you want to have people who are save leader, who want to have the transformation and really who see you as a leader, as the authority. And to have that, and this one is very important, you need to authorize yourself to speak about these people. And I see so much coach tell this in their content strategy. It means what? Oh, if you are that, don't cut with me. If you are this, don't come with me. Let me give you an example. If you don't like to posting every day, this is the reason why you don't have 10K per month. Or another possibility is, if you are asking your family before to have to pay an offer, don't come in my world. You attract the people who are like this, who always ask people an opinion before they take action. You always ask people who don't love to work, who don't love to create content, coming into your world. You need to stop to talking like that. You need to stop to say, if you are not that. No, you need to talk about people who are already doing the stuff that you really want. For example, for me, I talk with online coaches who already make it 2K to 3K per month. I want to go to 10K and beyond. I want to talk with the people who love to create content, who love to work, and she create a lot of content. Can be a blog, can be a YouTube channel, can be a TikTok or Instagram, LinkedIn. I want to talk with this person. So I will don't talk about create content if you are tired to posting, or if you don't like to post on your story. I don't want to attract these people. I don't want to say, oh, if you relate to the motivation, so come to my work. No, I don't want to have this type of person, because I know my people work even if she don't want to do. Why? Because she want to create a big vision. She want to have a global impact. She want to create a legacy. She want to create a retreat. She want to have a virtual in-person event. So what is means she will do in the move in order to do that. So I'm talking directly to my dream client, and I see so much people doing that because they are following whole strategy that telling you, oh, you need to be sassy, you need to be bold, you need to be mean in order to bring their people. No, you just need to be you and talk about the people that you really want. And for that, you need to authorize yourself to talk to these people. Sometimes you say, oh, I am afraid, and I did the same thing for 1 year. I was talking to this type of people because I was afraid, oh, if I have the people that I really want, can I bring them some result? Yes, of course I can. But I need to authorize myself that I could do it. And this one is a master step. You need to reprogram your mind in order to tell you it's possible for me to have safe leader, people who want to communicate with me, who want to really work with me because they love my story, because they love what I am doing, and they want to learn from me. The second thing is that you need to understand, in order to have these people who will stay with you, and this one is very important, is to create offer who suit this person. What this means is you need to create, using your result, using your client that you already have, what they need, what they want, and what they really need to have in order to have their transformation. What this means is you need to have offer who can target beginner, intermediate, and advanced people for your transformation. Let me explain you. For example, if you have a load coach, if you are a love coach, maybe you can have a membership talking about, okay, in order to the first can be, in order to find love first, you need to understand who you are and love yourself. It can be like man self-purpose. And the master and the intermediate can be, okay, now you know how to love yourself. So what happens when you will meet someone? Because yes, it's nice to understand who you are, come back your power, but it's not the same thing when you're talking back with another person. What is happening when you go to the date and when you go to the bar? What is your look? What is your posture? When you go to the bar, do you stay alone and you just stay all the time in your phone, or you be on power and you start to talk to other person, even if you want a guy lead you, that a man that come to you, but you need to have an open mind and something like that. You know what I mean? It can be advanced, and the higher is your one-to-one. Let's talk another situation. If, for example, you are, for example, a business coach, you can have, okay, my first is to understand that for you, if you want to have the same result as me, you need, for example, to understand how to create a newsletter. So your first membership can be only on how to create newsletter, how to create content. The second intermediate can be also, okay, now you know the basics, which is how to create content, how to have a newsletter and everything. So the second thing is how to create offer of people we create recurring income, and after the end it can be how to have your first million, or how to have my one-to-one to work with me, and blah blah blah. This one is very important. If, for example, you are spiritual coach, can be the first one is understand, for example, your human design. 2 is how you can use that in order to use that in your love and your in your business, blah blah blah, and your one-to-one. What you see is really to depend of what you want, but is really to have a design to have whole the transformation, but divide in different parts. And what is very important is people, when it's coming to your world through your social media, to your newsletter, or even in in-person event, they will have different steps. Some people will directly want to go to the start because they are thinking, okay, maybe I need to have some foundation work before to jump with you to your one-to-one. But some people are already enough to work in your one-to-one because they say, okay, it's cool to work with a group of people, but I really want to have deep work and blah blah blah. So this one can help you to have that. But to hold this offer, you will need to understand that what is their transformation, what is your vision, and what is your dream client. Sorry, I am working, so you can hear that, but it's okay. And the last thing that you need to work that is very important in order to see that this one is an opportunity for you to change is sometimes you want to change. And yes, you can see, no, it's not good. Sometimes you want to change. And for example, for me, I was mimicking other people because I was thinking, okay, for me, my best plan is to work on this type of topic because it's the same thing. I see my favorite coach doing the same thing, so it will work for me. And it was not working for me. Why? Because it was not me. And when I got sick in November and I come back to my journal genius and work and write and come back to my podcast, come back to my writing, what is happening? I bring more people and people buy my stuff because I come back to me. I come back, okay, for me, I love the power of storytelling. I know the power of messages. And I know that if people really want to sell, they need to come back to their power, which is understand their messages, understand their story, because their story can bring them a lot of money. And I see that with my clients, and right now they are selling every day because they take their emotional story that they are ashamed about, take back their power, say, no, this is my transformation. And I know that these people will want to have the same transformation as me, and I will use that as a fuel as a kryptonic, like Superman, to attract my people. And this one is important because for me, I understood that storytelling is so powerful that you can have a six-figure business using your story, but you need to understand that what is your story. And I stopped to mimic other people telling me, oh, you need to have the best hook, you need to do that. Yes, of course, content strategy is very important. And I don't like it. For me, it's a foundation. If you don't understand what content to do it, you can join my membership, of course. But if you are in this place that you want to scale and you are like, okay, I want to scale, I want to be 10x visible, you need to understand who you are, what is your superpower, and spread to the world. And this one is your story can make you your niche, and not just to have a single topic. Is your niche. Your niche is you, is your story. And when you will understand that, you will see that people are coming to your world every day. You will hear and say, oh my God, I want to buy from you. I want to be you. I want to come to your events, blah, blah, blah. And I can tell you something is very happening is people are coming to my world. I have the attraction, and also the last thing that is very important, that is for that you don't bring people into your world and don't stay, is because you don't take time to go see your dream clients. One thing is very important is I see so much coaches, especially female entrepreneurs, is they are working a lot. I can see you guys, you are working, you are doing podcast and YouTube channel, and maybe you have a newsletter, But when I see on social media your feed or your story is completely bland, you are thinking, oh my god, she's doing nothing, you are treating your business as a hobby and you are not talking about what you are doing, and you don't go to your dream client, and your dream client is already there, but you need to speak the same language. And what is mean is you need to DM them. You don't need to say, oh hey, it's me, this is my offer. No, just say, hey, I see you are in my community, I want to know you more. And it's not in the place to buy, it's just to the place, I want to know you because you are part in my community and I want to know you. When I do that, I can tell you guys, people are communicating with me and engaged with me. Why? Because I want to know my people, and my people stay and start to comment in my DM, start to comment in my post, start to comment in my newsletter. Why? Because I take time to know this person, and in order to sell them, you need to know. It's like a relationship. You cannot tell someone that comes in the street and tell you, this is my stuff, buy. Is $2,000. No, even Chanel and Dior, they take so much time to put place their brand. They are repeating, they are talking and repeat the process. Even why now? Why? Because they know that if they don't promote themselves and they don't talk about the people, and the people can be just the influencer, they will don't buy. Even this why now people have the money, they just don't have the money for you because you don't speak to your dream client, and this one is very important. So I hope that you love this episode. If you want to discuss with me, you just need to go to my substack and you will have a deeper conversation for this topic, and you will see that it will be so good, and you will have so much guide to apply in your business, that you will see that you will become 10x visible, and you will have more people staying to your word because it's you, and you will be paid to be your own truth. So see you. Don't forget to be your own truth.